Eye strain is a major cause of headaches and fatigue, not to mention declining eyesight, right? For folks who do things up close all day long, which is probably most of us, we need some strategies for minimizing and resolving eye strain. I've got some here for you. Let's get into them. So, first of all, using your eyes is the way to keep them working well. If we just do one thing with our eyes all day, every day, like look at a computer screen or a phone screen, we start losing the capacity that we have, the other capacities that we have for vision. So we want to use our eyes in all kinds of ways. A great way to do this is to take a break every hour or two from the close-up work, go outside, look at the various colors that are around, and especially look into the distance. So gazing at the horizon or the ridgetop of a mountain range is a completely different function of our vision than reading up close or working on a computer. We really want to weave that in to our daily routine to look far away. And this isn't like a blank gaze or staring, like you're really seeing what is off in the distance. Now, I know all of us are not so fortunate to have a long range view at our office or home or wherever we are looking at things up close all day. I don't have a long range view, but I do have like a mid range view that's the top of the tree line in my neighborhood. There's some space between where I am and the trees that are the furthest thing away that I can look at. So I look at them pretty regularly. I take little breaks and I go gaze at the treetops. Looking at clouds is another option, looking up and finding the outlines and shapes of clouds. And in fact, I have found that if I close my eyes and imagine I'm looking at, say, like where the sea meets the sky at the coastline, or the ridgetop of my favorite mountain range, it has a similar effect. So not only does this exercise our vision, but it also relaxes the central nervous system. That's why a long range view is such a valuable asset in real estate, because it actually causes relaxation. So find something far away to look at every hour or two, give it a couple minutes, or if there really isn't anything that you can look at further away than the other side of the room, then close your eyes and imagine you are looking at something far away, something beautiful. Okay, we're gonna get into some eye exercises. So first, there's this gentle tapping of the temples. And then you can squeeze your eyes shut and then a light fluttering blink. And just alternate between those. So what that does is brings a lot of circulation to the eyes. So more blood means more oxygen, just enlivening the tissues there. Now, this is probably one of the most well-known eye exercises, and I'll give my version, my variation that I practice. So imagine that there's a clock face in front of you, and you want to anchor at the center of the clock face and then go up to 12, back to the center, down to 6, back to the center, over to 3, back to the center, over to 9, back to the center. And you can do that multiple times. You can rest between rounds or not. Let's do it one more time. Up to 12, back to the center, down to 6, back to the center, over to 3, back to the center, over to 9, back to the center. Okay, now I'm going to do the whole clock face clockwise and then counterclockwise. It's going to look reversed to you. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then back. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, back to center. From here, you can rub your palms together, creating some heat. And then rest them over your eyes so the palms are meeting with the cheekbones, and there's a space in between the palms and the eyeballs. And if you're sitting at a desk or a table, you can rest your elbows for support and just let the eyes completely relax in the warm cocoon of your palms. You may also, if you stay here for a few minutes, enjoy gazing at the horizon in your imagination. So if you do these exercises daily, once or twice a day, you will generally strengthen your eyes and prevent things like eye strain and losing your eyesight. I find that sometimes when I haven't been tending myself well, I end up having pain from eye strain, and that's when I resort to doing the eye exercises. And I find it quite helpful. It's a little bit like stretching a tight hamstring. Like there are all these muscles surrounding the eyeballs, and they get stiff and sore from looking, intently at one thing all day, just like other muscles in our body can get stiff and sore from doing a repetitive action. So the clock exercise is really like, a gentle stretching out of those muscles. And you really do want to stop at each point. I've experimented with not doing that and just like doing rounds, smooth circles, and it is dizzying. And I think it actually is maybe disorienting for the muscles in there. It doesn't feel right. So definitely pause at each number of the clock face and definitely return to center regularly throughout those practices. Another thing I find supportive if eye strain is happening is to relax the rest of my body and especially my face. So relaxing the tongue has actually a surprising impact on the tone of the whole nervous system. So if you are in a tense state and you're having an eye strain headache and you can relax your tongue and allow the breath to deepen, that will really help. And just all these little muscles in the jaw, just bringing your attention to them, let them relax. And let the eyes relax back in the sockets. Let the eyes relax back in the sockets. Let the tongue relax. Let the jaw relax. Finally, I'm going to share a couple of homeopathic remedies, which are very helpful for eye strain. The first one is Ruta. This is the homeopathic remedy of garden rue. It's specific for connective tissue injury, especially tendons and ligaments. And we have both tendons and ligaments and those muscles all around the eyes, holding them in place. This is a really good remedy for eye strain. I have used it with great relief. So just a couple, 1, 2, 3 doses of 30C. If it's really intense, maybe a 200C, a few pellets under the tongue. You should be good to go. The other remedy is Nat Mir. And Nat Mir is a huge remedy that covers a lot of territory. And if you have Nat Mir tendencies in your constitution, then that might be the better remedy for you. It also has eye strain, and Nat Mir is characterized by being aggravated by sunlight. So if bright light and sunlight makes the eye strain worse, or a headache that involves eye strain or includes eye strain, Nat Mir might be your remedy. It's a great migraine remedy. So Ruta is for straight up eye strain, and Nat Mir is for like a maybe more complex picture that includes eye strain. And again, you can play with the dosage on that. 1, 2, 3 doses of a 30C. If it's really intense, maybe a dose of 200, a few pellets under the tongue. You should be good to go. So if you'd like more support with your self-care, go ahead and pick up the Get Your Shit Together checklist, which I will link below, and I'll see you next time.